Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Ultimate Survivor build, where we are going to finish this Ultimate Scum One Life Challenge once and for all in the most fashionable way possible and with the most amount of action we can possibly muster as soon as we get the weapons that we need. So, in part 2, our focus point is, of course, what our focus point is every time we start every single character, which is a backpack. Okay, without the hiking backpack, your options are limited because of your carrying capacity, which is a big part of Scum. Now, one thing you must remember that different kinds of clothing have different kinds of weight that they can carry. Okay, so you must think about what you want the clothing for. Like, if you never fill up a backpack because you don't ever like having a lot of gear on you, like maybe you've got a vehicle, or maybe you don't go far away from your base and you've never got a lot of weight on you, then take clothing that can carry quite a lot of weight on them. But if you always walk around heavy, then make sure you've got clothing on you that has a lot of capacity. Like, you can put a lot of light items in your clothing, and then you can save your backpack for all the heavier items. But yes, the small little axe is really impressing me. I'm really falling in love with it. The only thing that I'm not crazy about is the look of it. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a very nice axe, but Negan's jacket is even better, boys. Negan's jacket is even better. Now, the cool thing about Negan's jacket is that you look really cool with it, and you can really do some role playing looking as Negan. So I can use this jacket, I can get a baseball bat, add the barbed wire to it, really live myself into the character, while I'm repeatedly getting hit here and there. Now, the single hits don't really matter. It's the fact that I haven't healed properly yet before I get hit again, which of course pushes up the phases in my sickness or in my injury, making it worse and worse. So yes, the first priority is to get a better backpack. The second priority is to loot the police stations, because we know now, because we follow this channel, that the police station is a great source of pistols, shotguns, MP5s, ammo, and various other items. So it's got the basic weaponry that you need, and it will supply you with the basic ammunition and attachments that you need. And then when you've geared up to the max through a police station, then you can very easily migrate to the bunkers, and so forth and so forth and so forth. So yes, right off the bat we find 9mm armor piercing rounds, which is the best kind of rounds that you can get for two reasons. First of all, you get them in an ammo box. Look at that jacket, boys. Look at that jacket, man. Look at that jacket. Ooh, baby. Okay. Don't know why I said baby such a lot, but in any case, the ammo box is great because when you take the ammo out of the ammo box, the ammo has 100% durability, which alleviates any weapon jams that might be related to your ammo. So that's a fantastic bonus. And of course, the other bonus is that armor penetrating bullets do 50% more damage. And of course, they penetrate armor a lot better. Okay? But according to me, they just do 50% more damage. But we will be doing those in-depth tests later on in the year. But yes, crowbar's working nicely. And again, look at the ammo box, 35%. Around 30% durability. But as soon as we take that ammo out, it's 100% durability. So I love finding ammo boxes. I'm not crazy about finding ammo because that's it. It's almost never like a full magazine. or a full stack, and it's got low durability, so I usually know it's going to stuff around with my weapon jams, because you get weapon jams due to your weapons durability, then your magazine's durability, and then your bullets durability. So if all three of them are low, you're going to sit with quite a few problems. So although we're in the police station, we've been here many times, I am trying to think on my feet as much as possible and not take any unnecessary risks. So I'm keeping my distance, not getting too confident, not relying on that the ping, that I won't get a ping spike at any point. So I'm making sure I'm okay. Now here I look at the window to my left, like there I see the open window. And there's a lot of open windows here, so I'm already thinking about an exit strategy when things start going wrong. And the reason I think about this is not because I'm doubting my skill. I have to take into consideration things that I can't plan for, like hitting right through a puppet, or the puppet moving very quickly, or me not seeing the puppet. There's various things that can happen which you can't look into the future, so you can't always know what's going to happen. And I mean, the game has got a few bugs which never bother me, but in Scum it's a safe option to always expect the unexpected, okay, and to never be too relaxed. As soon as you get too cocky, that's when the game will teach you a lesson, especially on this server. It will teach you lots of lessons, and then you get wiser and wiser. Now again, I'm just chopping down a tree, and guys, if you haven't sorted out all the puppets in your area, don't chop down a tree in the vicinity of puppets, especially when you just get into a town. Don't get into a town and then someone start chopping a tree. If you can, chop a tree away from puppets, away from where players could maybe hear you, because it can draw puppets to you and it can give your position away to a player. And if he can hear you chopping a tree, he can set up an ambush, or he can get onto a roof and get higher ground. He's got complete control over you, because first of all, depending on how long you're going to be spending on that tree, while you're chopping the tree, you are in an animation. So he's got a clear and he's got a target that's not moving around too much, so he can get a headshot in very, very easily. And then of course you can get rushed. So always think about that. So yes, I'm really getting used to the 2 scrap metal, 1 nail, 1 bolt, and the 2 planks. I'm really getting used to that, because a crafter toolbox has 30 uses, the white one has 50, and the big one is 100. You know, so I'd rather craft them, personally. So yeah, I'm seeing the puppets, and I'm gonna look at an exit strategy. So remember that window? I'm looking at the window, but it's the wrong window, okay? I was like, I need to get to that window. So yeah, we're in some deep shit, and I'm going to have to make a stand, but I will explain to you why I got into this position. So I'm going to have to make a stand here. Trying to stay calm. And I know if they touch me, I'm dead. If they touch me, I'm dead. Okay. So now I'm going to heal, and once again, it's not safe not always being prepared, not always having big rags on you, because I could have been sitting at 3% health right now, bleeding, and then I'll pass out and then I'll die, because there's no one to pick me up, or I'll basically just die. You can go into comatose, or it can say you'll die. Okay, so sometimes you're lucky that you'll wake up in 7 minutes, but I don't want my character to lie on the ground for 7 minutes, and sometimes it will say you're going to die in 7 minutes if you don't get help. And since this is a solo challenge, I know, I think it's Striker Zod. I know you're doing it with a friend, I don't mind, dude, but since this is based on a solo challenge, you won't normally have help, so always be prepared. Now, because I've been hit in short amounts of time, which means my phases got built up, so I'm healing very slowly. Now I've got time to go into the forest, take my little axe, chop down trees, and chop down the logs into wooden planks, and work on my engineering and my survival. And this is a very important thing that you must learn so that you don't get bored in Scum. Anything you do, dancing with the fat puppet, shooting puppets through windows, looking for a backpack, looking for food, looking for thread, looking for guns, practicing your demolition skill with the practice bomb, practicing your lockpicking skill if you ever want to do that. Anything you do, do not do it for a long period of time. Okay, I'd say at half an hour at most. For me personally. Half an hour is the max. I don't want to do the same thing for more than a half an hour. So there you guys can see, it's about 3,800 experience or skill points just to add the planks to the blueprint. And what you want to do when you do a blueprint is when you've got no engineering skill, you always use the single door opening, not the double door opening. But then after that, like when you've got basic engineering, you can use either of the last two items on the list to get the maximum amount of skill points. And then when you get to medium, again, use the last two items. And once you get to advanced, you don't have to worry, okay? Once you get to advanced, you can build a very big cabin. But that's it. It's over, okay? So I just healed up to 50%, and I got my engineering up to 6 or 7% on my way to advanced. So if I kept on doing that until I was fully healed, I would have been able to get to 14% engineering on my way to advanced and probably 50% survival on the way to medium, okay? So I just need to get hurt like this 10 times. I just need to get hurt so that my health goes down to 50% 10 times in this playthrough, and I'll be at advanced engineering. So yeah, I like to chop down trees. It immerses me, but there are faster ways to level up your survival. At the moment, I just combine the chopping down of trees and getting resources to crafting stuff with engineering, okay? But if any of you guys, like I always love it when you guys talk to me down in the comments, if you guys have got any phenomenal secrets, like I've given you the tip that if you craft the last two blueprints in the crafting tab and you add planks to it, that will give you the most amount of skill points. So if you've got any secret with survival, a specific thing that you craft and add resources to, easy resources to, and it really boosts your survival, you know, leave it down in the comments to help the community and to help me a bit, of course. Like I said, I'm alright with the way I'm doing things, but if we can do things faster and get the time where we're repeatedly doing stuff, like we're doing repetitive actions, if we can shorten the time in which we have to do that on a daily basis, that will help all of us. It will give us more time to make fires, talk to one another, drive around, organize events, have fun with friends, you know, have fun with your family. Just gives you more time. Time is everything, boys. Okay. So we're back to this locker. And what we're gonna get. So I'm very happy with that first room. That first room gave me 9mm armor, piercing rounds, 4.45 rounds, which is great because now I can use the block, I can use the 9mm, I can use the M1 911. So all we need now is the .22 ammo, and we're set for basic gear. And then if I get, and then of course shotgun. If I can get some shotgun ammo boxes, that would be really cool. And just a tip, guys, if there's a lot of puppets up here, and you don't want to pull them one for one, just try and remember where the closed door is, where the closed jail cell is. Because if you're fast enough, because a lot of them have to first stand up. If you run in here, there's a lot of them that first has to stand up. So you can run into the jail cell, lock yourself in the jail cell, and then you can just kill everyone through the gaps. Okay? There's another safe way of clearing upstairs. Sometimes it's weird, there's no puppets up here, and then other times it seems like all the puppets are up here. But the game did crash on me, so that's normally what causes all the spawn points not to activate immediately, is when the game crashes on me. So yes, I love the Negan jacket. The Negan jacket can carry 5 kilograms of weight, but it's only got 4 slots. Now this jacket can carry 2.8 kilograms of weight, which is like 33% less, but it can carry 12 slots. Now let's calculate that. 4 slots to 12 slots. My character's name is Razor. I am not role-playing as Negan. I would love to one day role-play as Negan. I'd love to be the bad guy at some point. But we have to use our brain, okay? We have to use our nugget, the things between our ears. We have to use that as much as possible. And just wearing the jacket to wear it is not the best idea. So there we get the magazine. The magazine's only got 37% durability, but we will repair that in the next episode. I have to make a mental note of that. Repair of the magazine. If I'm right, you can repair the magazine just with a toolbox. And since I'm a pro at just crafting toolboxes left, right, and center at the moment, I can repair that magazine. Because once again, I want there to be as little reasons for weapon jam happening as possible. That's why I'm leveling up the archery skill to only medium. I'm going to get it to advanced with a compound bow, which we can really have a lot of fun with. And then I'm going to upgrade my rifle skill with a crossbow to medium, so that when I get to the rifle, to using rifles, my skill will be high enough so that I don't have too many weapon jams. I'm going to make sure that I keep the weapon in good condition. And then I want to use the best kind of ammo and magazines there are. And I did find the pirate hat as well. The one with the pirate hat, the one with the skull in the front. But I like this hat more. It reminds me of some war stories. I just like the design of the hat. I think it's quite cool. Of course, if I get a military helmet, of course I'm going to wear the military helmet, because I want to focus on protection. So yes, it's amazing that I've gone through quite a few characters, but I'm still enjoying the process, because the more I'm doing this process, the more my mind is relaxing on what I have to do. And then I'm quite slow at this moment, but later on, while I'm looting the towns, I speed up, especially when I know that most of the puppets in the towns are clear. And I mean, if I enter a room, I just pull back the bow, shoot the puppet in the head, and it's over, okay? But I'm really speeding up my process, so it's almost like you go into automatic pilot. You start very slow, and then at some point, everything just becomes automatic. It's like driving a car and you're not really thinking about it. So while you're looting, you're not really thinking about it, because you're recognizing every room. Because there are different assets, different buildings, but there are a lot of buildings that are the same. So your brain starts remembering where all those loot spots are, and then you just start moving a lot faster. Now I'm trying to focus on the military puppets, because they tend to give you a little bit more military gear. So there we've got a nice scope. It's more a sight. You know, it's not really a scope, it's a sight, but there we've got a tactical vest. Now that tactical vest we can repair with a toolbox as well. And that tactical vest is going to give us a heck of a lot of protection, because it's the best armor that you can get in the game for your body. and it covers quite a large portion of your body. Okay, so it's a really, really great item to have. But at this moment in my journey, movement is a lot more important for me. I think if I start going into very, very hectic territories like the airfield or the naval base, then it might save me from a mech shot or something like that, or I'd maybe be able to sustain quite a few more hits from puppets. But yes, armor is very important. So just know that if you get an armor piece, you can repair it, and the only way that the armor doesn't protect you anymore is if it gets to 0%. But you can always repair it, so that even at 3%, guys, it's going to protect you against the first bullet that hits you. It's going to protect you against everything that hits you, a puppet, a bullet, whatever, until it hits 0%. Now, I'd like you guys to correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments below. But I think that if an item's durability goes below 50%, then you can only repair it up to 50%. But if it's at 51%, if you keep the item's durability above 50%, like 51% and above, then you are able to repair it to 100%. That is what I've learned with all the toolboxes I've crafted so far. Because, like you guys know, I am able now to repair any sharp item, any blunt item, like almost all items, okay? And I like these ocean towns because this room, this cool garage door that you get, you'll always get a workbench inside. So it just saves me the time from repeatedly looking for a workbench in the normal town. So the beachfront areas are really nice, because when you see that nice silver garage door, you know there's going to be a workbench behind it. So yes, I was a bit I won't say disappointed, but I forgot about it a bit, because if I remembered it, I think I would have focused on it a little bit more. Like, if I could have remembered that I can only repair something below 50% to 50%, then I don't think I would have allowed the small axe to go below 50%. Although I don't really know how I could have done that. I could have farmed scrap metal, bolts and nails, so that I keep it above 50%. But as you can clearly see here, I'm repairing it 5% at a time. And now there's no more repair option. Okay? So down in the comments, just confirm it with me, guys, that is how it works. 50% and below, you can only repair an item to 50%, and then 51% above, you can repair it to 100%. If there's any other steps in between there, I'd like your comments down below to let me know if you know anything more than that. But that is how I'm perceiving it. But let me know if I'm wrong as well, if there's other situations with different items. For now, it seems that the blunt and the sharp items that you're using, that's basically how it works. I must say, guys, a person is quick to not like short-range weapons, because you have to be against a puppet, because there's probably guys that love long-range weapons as well. But I must say, when you start getting used to the distance that you have to be from a puppet before he actually connects with you, that helps a heck of a lot. So our first objective is now complete. We feel good. We've got some really cool metal crossbow bolts, which we are of course going to get more of. But we've got the hiking backpack now, which is always our first objective. I must say, on this 0.5 loot server, I tend to get hiking backpacks easier than I get pens, believe it or not. It's not like I'm getting shirts everywhere, and then now that I get some jackets, but through all the characters I felt like I was getting like a hiking backpack most of the time before I found a pair of pants, which was quite funny to me. But in any case, guys, like I say, we've completed the first challenge, or not the first, like the first objective to get a hiking backpack. We've got the thread so we can keep our clothing in good condition. And now I'd like to craft water skin, okay, because that just saves you a lot of time. Instead of drinking repeatedly from water sources, you can just fill up your canteen, drink once, fill up your canteen and go, okay? Even if you've got an empty canteen. So you get to the water source, you fill your canteen, you drink everything in your canteen, then you fill your canteen again and you leave. Then while you're out exploring and your water gets low, you drink the entire canteen, and then you know you've got a certain amount of time before you need to find another water source. And then you just repeat those steps. And of course, the little primitive compass is going to help me a heck of a lot with north, south, west, and east. So yes, I'm just doing basic crafting here. It's starting to become nighttime. Now and then, even if I don't have I still need the items for the practice bomb, because I want to level up my demolition skill as soon as I start building a base. But I like doing other things as well. Like, cooking food doesn't help us yet, but I like making fires regularly. And I can make fires quite quickly because I know what to look for. So I know I must just get a bush that can give me small wood logs, and then I need one stone pile or rock pile to get like a bunch of rocks from, because as we know, you can just walk around the rock pile and you can get a bunch of rocks, which enables you to craft the fire quickly. I know I only need 4 cans or 4 coffee cups and some other basic gear for a grill, and I'll definitely be doing that after the update. And I really hope that they force us to cook our food, and that is a very big part for me about the PvE element. And then the developer Tomislav has spoken to me, and they did add my request to the list by giving us an animal damage multiplier, because I'd like the animals to be extremely dangerous as well. Okay, there's no situation where a white shark, a great white shark. I'm in South Africa, I know what a great white shark looks like. There's no situation in real life where you can be attacked by that thing 3 or 4 times and still live, okay? Most situations you can maybe get attacked once and live, okay? So I want to make sure my settings make it so that you can survive the first attack if you're good. If you don't know how to play the mini game, you'll probably die the first time. But if you know how to play the mini game, you'll be able to survive the first bite from a shark. And yeah, just make the animals a lot more dangerous. Like the first time a bear had to attack me 12 times to kill me. That was very unimmersive. So I need everything to be immersive. And guys, it gets lonely out here. I like dancing. There's no woman out here. I like dancing with these puppets now and then. Just keeping them company, or I can play tag with them. The game is whatever you make of it. So in any case, I'm going to craft my water skin now. I'm on my way up to another nice big beach town, and I've got some interesting ideas. I've got some fun ideas. Like, I know all of you want me to use the sledgehammer, all of you want me to use the axe. I have basically, I don't know, I don't like them anymore. I don't like that. I don't like anything without speed, boys. That's why I don't really like a character with 5 strength, okay? I need speed. But I've got some cool ideas for you guys. If I find a sledgehammer and an axe again, we're going to do some fun things. I'm definitely going to use them, but in a creative way. Maybe we can have maybe we can create some cool PvE scene. But like always, guys, I thank you very much for your support. I thank you a lot for the time that you spent with me. I forgot to click on the other rope and deselect the sewing kit. Okay, so just be aware what resource you're using. If you did like the video, click the like button. If you're not subscribed yet, you'll do yourself a favor by hitting the sub button to be notified of future videos, because our adventures are only going to get better. If you think this is the best idea I've got, you ain't seen nothing yet. We're going to do a lot more fun things, a lot more exciting things, and this game, it's just going to get better and more exciting. And we are just learning more and more. So at the end of the day, we will become masters and commanders of Scum. So yes, have a great day. See you tomorrow. And I hope you enjoyed your day, and I hope you enjoyed your time with me. So cheers, and have fun.